New York City officials have hired contract laborers to bury the dead in its Potter's Field on Hart Island as the number of burials quadruples amid the coronavirus pandemic and the city's death toll rises to 4,778. Workers wearing hazmat suits have been seen burying caskets in a mass grave on the island. The laborers were seen digging and burying the caskets, some of which had names carved on them on Thursday. The city has used Hart Island to bury New Yorkers with no known next of kin or whose family are unable to arrange a funeral since the 19th century. For decades, Hart Island has been used to lay to rest decedents who have not been claimed by family members. We will continue using the island in that fashion during this crisis, and it is likely that people who have passed away from COVID-19 who fit this description will be buried on the island in the coming days, said NYC Mayor Press Secretary Freddie Goldstein. These are people who, for 2 weeks, we have not been able to find anyone who says, "I know that person, I love that person, I will handle the burial," she said. These are people who we have made zero contact with the family. Typically, some 25 bodies are interred each week by low-paid jail inmates working on the island, which sits off the east shore of the city's Bronx borough and is accessible only by boat. That number began increasing in March as the new coronavirus spread rapidly, making New York the epicenter of the global pandemic. There are about 2 dozen bodies a day, 5 days a week buried on the island, said Jason Custon, a spokesman for the Department of Correction, which oversees the burials. Before burial, the dead are wrapped in body bags and placed inside pine caskets. The deceased's name is scrawled in large letters on each casket, which helps should a body need to be disinterred later. They are buried in long narrow trenches excavated by digging machines. They added 2 new trenches in case we need them, Custon said. To help with the surge, and amid an outbreak of the COVID-19 respiratory illness caused by the virus at the city's main jail, contract laborers have been hired, he said. For social distancing and safety reasons, city-sentenced people in custody are not assisting in burials for the duration of the pandemic, Custon said. A barge could be seen arriving at the island on Thursday morning with a refrigerated truck aboard containing about 2 dozen bodies. The island may also be used as a site for temporary interments should deaths surge past the city's morgue capacity, a point that has not yet been reached, Custon and Worthy Davis said. Another island to the south of Hart, Randall's Island in the East River, is being used as a parking depot for dozens of empty refrigerated trucks between deployments outside city hospitals. Meanwhile, New York State now has more coronavirus cases than any other country outside the US, according to latest figures. The state's confirmed caseload of COVID-19 jumped by 10,000 on Thursday to 159,937, placing it ahead of Spain, 153,000 cases, and Italy, 143,000. China, where the virus emerged last year, has reported 82,000 cases. While New York State leads the world in coronavirus cases, its death toll, 7,000, lags behind Spain, 15,500, and Italy, 18,000, though it is more than double the official figure from China.